First off, I want y'all to read this one. Pastor Troy says he's not homophobic because he's taken photos with LGBTQ fans, but this is what he posted on his Instagram page. They love to push this shit on our kids, he captioned. The other day at Applebee's, had some punks kissing and laughing, eating mozzarella sticks. First thing my 14-year-old son said was, F Applebee's, and it brought joy to my heart. He sees it, their agenda to take masculinity from men, black men especially. He ended up having a 20-minute interview that was on, was it the Hustle show with Complex? Okay. And it was worse than this right here. But I want to talk to you, M. This is Melissa Scott, AKA DJ M. She is one of the largest urban party promoters for lesbians in the country. And you may have seen her on a few seasons of a show called Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. M, how did you feel when you saw this? First of all, I'm going to ask the obvious question. Do you know Troy?
Okay.
Do you know Troy?
I do. That's my boy, actually. Like, that's my guy. I thought he was going to be here. Because I wanted to say this to his face. So when I saw, I saw this on Instagram, but sometimes when you see comments, you don't necessarily see who they're from. And I remember reading, and I was like, what idiot said this shit? You know? And then I saw it was Troy. I was like, oh, no. Right. That's my guy. Like, that's my guy. Like, that's my guy from, like, when I was 18. And I'm, like, 44, all right? So, like, that's my guy. And I feel like if he's here, he'd be like, oh, am I ain't talking about you? And, like, I know him. He loves me, and I love him. And I know he would be like, oh, am I ain't talking about you? I'm talking about them. But there's no them. Like, it's us.
Did anybody see this? Who saw this? Raise your hand if you saw it. Ooh.
No, everybody saw it.
So that's the majority of people in this room saw that.
No, funny, I mentioned it on the way here. I told my Uber driver, he's like, what are you going to the gathering spot for? And I told him, I'm going to talk to straight people about gay stuff, right? And he said something, I wrote it down. He said, well, you know what the problem is? He said, us black men, we feel like the gay issues supersede the black issue.
Oh.
And I never thought about that. And he was like, yeah, because when something happened to y'all, I said, I ain't gay. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm just playing. All right. So he said, when stuff happened to y'all, everybody raises up and it's a problem. They get sued. They get money. When something happens to us black men.
It's like the beehive.
Yeah, when something happens to us black men, we just get arrested and we hope it gets caught on camera and then we get saved. He's like, but something that happens to y'all gays, and everybody wants to be in all of an uproar. If this kid wants to change their sex, it's cool, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, that's not true. Like, that's not it at all. But just hearing his opinion was interesting. Right. He said he feels like the gay issue supersedes the black issue.
Right.
And that's not the case. I mean, everybody just wants inclusion. A friend of mine the other day I was talking to said something really interesting to me. She said, do y'all remember when Donald Trump got elected president?
Unfortunately, yes, we do.
Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember how it felt when you found out white people were still racist? Yeah. It was like, oh, shit. I didn't know some white people were still racist.
You're saying that there's this underlining thing that we're starting to see. Like, before I would see it maybe once every few months on social media. Now I'm literally seeing it every day, these kind of negative, homophobic comments. And it's kind of like
it's
you
said. It's very hurtful to see it,
yeah.
Especially when it's your friend. I book these people. I put money in their pockets, like, all the time. When I book them for my shows, I'm bringing you in front of 40,000 people and paying you to do it, and you have an issue with gay people? Like, I just didn't expect that for him to be like, yo, I'm proud my son was like, F them, hope they all die. Like, what?
Yeah, that was harsh.
I didn't expect that from him. It's Troy, that's my boy. He knows I'm gay. You're talking about me too. So are you saying that about me? Like, no, or just guys? Because you got a son, or girls? Like, what are you saying? So right. it was hurtful. It was very hurtful when I saw that from him.
Bri, you want to say something? I feel it.
Yeah, so I actually just had, hi everybody, my name is Bri Renee, I'm radio personality here in Atlanta.
Let me tell you, Bri Renee 94.5. Streetz. She's a kind of a big deal. Social media influencer, all of that. Okay, let's go. Because, see, I didn't intro you, so I just got to make sure I'm giving you due.
Thank you, Lisa. I just had Pastor Troy on my podcast yesterday. And I asked him these questions, right? And it comes from a sense of ignorance. So people still think that you can be taught gay, like you can push gay onto someone. And so we really had a really in-depth conversation, and it was very insightful. And he even told me he appreciated the conversation off camera afterwards, because he was like, I didn't look at it like that. But you can't, like, I agree with him. There has always been an agenda in the media to break up the black family.
Okay.
But it's not through homosexuality, and you can't push homosexuality onto someone, no matter. And I'm a living test to that.
That's right.
Like, you can't. A lot of people don't know, but my parents are gay. I was raised by 2 lesbian. Well, I have 3 moms. My mom was married, divorced, married again. You know, that shit happens. But in that community as well. But I have an older sister who was 9 years older than me, and me being an adult now, neither one of us, and we were having this conversation, neither one of us have ever experimented with women. But we've been in that household. We've been raised around this our entire lives. So it's just the level of ignorance. People think that the more exposure you are to it, that you're gonna, you know, want to try it out, or it's like a gateway drug or something. But it doesn't matter what you see or how much you're around it. If it's not in you, it's not in you.